Like, wow!
I have a surprise.
You're an incredible singer the other day. Can you give some tips for the fans who want to be like LP, like whistle like LP?
Well, I don't know.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Бритни Спирс or Cristina Aguilera? Здравствуйте, это программа «Гости Екатеринбурга», Мария Новикова, и с нами великолепная, блистательная, сенсационная LP. Nice meeting you here in Yekaterinburg. So it's your first Russian tour and your first time in Yekaterinburg, and tomorrow is your birthday. So how's it like to perform and to work on your birthday?
It's perfect. I mean, it's the greatest thing you could do, I think. I mean, I feel lucky to be, surrounded by, people that care about what I'm doing. It's really nice. It's, beautiful feeling.
I can't help but asking what the audience to expect on your concert, because all of the people I know, they're on YouTube and watching other concerts, and they're like,
I don't know. I think, it'd be more of the same. I like to, for fear of leaving things out at certain shows, but I have a surprise opening song that I'm doing that's like kind of a Russian, it's especially for the Russian people, so it's a Russian version of a song I'm doing, so that's kind of exciting. I messed it up the other night. I did it for the first time the other night, and I kind of like messed it up, the words, but it happens.
You write songs for another singers, and how's it like to share?
I mean, I love sharing the songs, I feel it's such an honor when someone, a big star that can do any song in the world, picks your song. There's so many songs. I mean, if you think about all the songs that have been heard, which are millions, and all the songs that haven't been heard, which are millions and millions, it's an honor,
Are there any regrets when you hear, like, for example, Cristina Aguilera singing beautifully, and you're like, damn, I can do better?
No, I just appreciate a good song, I think, sometimes you wish you wrote a certain song. Like I wish I wrote beautiful, like that's, Linda Perry, she's a fantastic writer. So, it's just fun to keep, it keeps you moving.
It's not a secret that you're an incredible singer. The other day I watched at YouTube your whistle battle with a guy from Red Eye.
Of course, I have to whip out the, like, I forget the song, I mean, it's like Mozart or Tchaikovsky. I have to whip out the, like, the classical stuff.
So how did you learn to whistle like that? I mean, like, was it on purpose, or it was like a born gift?
I worked at it. I mean, I heard when I was a little kid, there was a man that cleaned up my school, like swept up and stuff, and it was a young guy, but he was like, he seemed so old at the time, and he just had this incredible whistle, and I loved it, and I tried to emulate it. So then I started with that, and I was able to do it, and I've always had a love for whistling. It just kind of came about on my, one of my records on a song I have called Into the Wild, and that was my first trial run of using the whistle, and then it just became, I felt like a really beautiful extra instrument that I had.
Can you give some tips for the fans who want to be like LP, like whistle like LP? So what do you do to whistle like that?
You practice. It's like anything, I don't know. I think whistling is one of the hardest things to teach because it's so, it's like teaching people how to think, I guess like you can't see it. So I think, it's you just have to practice. Practice is the biggest thing.
I practice all my life. All I can do is just like.
Well, I don't know. You never know. I mean, maybe I just, have that gift,
How and when did you realize that you're a star?
I think like as far as like fame goes, it's such an odd thing, and it's not. It's never been the goal, Although I'm not discrediting it as a thing, It's it goes with this kind of career, and I think that when you embark on this kind of career, an entertainment career, if you have 10 entertainers in a room and 10 lawyers, everybody knows the best or the biggest one or the most successful one just by sight of the entertainers, not the lawyers, So it's just like it's something that I think we should like not get too crazy about and try to be on the level with fans, because we are on the same level. So it just it's kind of the worst part of succeeding as a musician to me, or the silliest part, not the worst.
So you just walk around the streets like the Pope who's drive on the bike.
I just put my arm around people, take a picture, whatever. I'm cool with it. It's easy.
Is that true that you were ashamed of your voice when you were little?
A little bit, because I have a vibrato, and I just felt like it. I think anything that is dramatic, like singing or acting or something. It's very you get very kind of you're putting yourself out there, for instant judgment by people, and I think that it's hard. It's like I think Cristina Aguilera was ridiculed in school because her voice was so incredible that people would just make fun of her. She said before. So I don't think I was quite. I'm not quite that good. So so I didn't have that, but I just was embarrassed.
Talking about Cristina Aguilera and other singers, who would you like to make a cooperation with? Well, like a huge dream. It doesn't matter if this person is still alive, really.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I mean, I'd love to write with Roy Orbison for sure. But of current stuff, I'd love to write with Bruno Mars or something like that. I've worked with some of the guys he works with, but I just think he's so talented and he's a great example of someone that just handles it so effortlessly and so gracefully. It's just like, he just smiles all the time, like, oh, it's no big deal. And he's just this incredible singer, songwriter, and dancer, and it's just like, it's inspiring. It's cool.
They say that songs of Frank Sinatra is for romance and maybe making love, so LP songs, what are they for? For which situation? How do you think?
I think I have different moods. I think they're sometimes meant to be like uplifting, and make you feel, and love yourself and feel, good. And then some of them are like, kind of like, when you have like a sore muscle or a pain, you can't stop touching it, and and I feel like some of my songs are like that. It's painful, but it helps you kind of live through it or get through it.
So it's like a therapy.
I write my songs sometimes to get myself through difficult situations, So that's, I hope that helps someone else, maybe.
Is there the most favorite song of LP for LP?
I don't know, I always, Tokyo Sunrise always makes me feel like, it's always cathartic, and it's a song about saying goodbye, which I feel like I've had to do quite a few times in my life, and yeah, I mean, I love singing that song. I love singing, Lost on You feels great to sing, and it gets such a reaction all the time, and it just like, it's a wonderful time with the crowd to kind of really be like, I'm going through this, or I went through this, me too, it feels nice.
May I have some time for one more question? We have a little quiz, if you don't mind. Sure. Just pick one of two, or maybe both, or maybe none. Really quick, just 10 seconds. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Go hiking or chilling at the beach?
Chilling at the beach.
Roses or chamomiles?
Roses.
Meat or fish?
Fish.
Boots or sneakers?
Boots.
Britney Spears or Cristina Aguilera?
I say Cristina, the vocals trump.
Game of Thrones or Beverly Hills 90210?
Game of Thrones.
Jon Snow or Daenerys Targaryen?
Oh gosh, the big guy, that Targaryen guy that used to...
Daenerys is a girl, the mother of dragons.
Woman, oh yeah, of course, her, yeah. I don't know my names very well on that show.
And the last one, sex or drugs or rock and roll?
Oh God. I mean, if you're gonna force me to pick, I guess rock and roll,
Thank you so much.
I like all three.
Невероятный LP в программе «Гости Екатеринбурга». До свидания. Thank you so much.
Thank you.